My name is Kwame Opari. The name of the group is Dishibem, D-I-S-H-I-B-E-M. I heard someone say at a young audience's function one time, I heard one of the keynote speakers say, what do we do to keep the kids wanting to come to school? Okay, we have our things set up, but how do we get them to break into school instead of trying to break out of school? You know what I mean? Because I think he was talking about an arts program that he had where they had to turn kids away because kids were coming to school on Saturdays. Kids was coming to school after they did not want to leave school. They wanted to be in. It's like, how do we keep them coming to school? So I think that when you have arts in school and you have a group like Young Audiences putting arts in schools, even when there are administrators who may not know how to do it, but know that it's important, and we applaud those administrators, and you get a group like Young Audiences implement these programs, if nothing else, if anything else we say about the arts is not true, it makes the kids want to be there. The kids want to do it. So if nothing else, it keeps them coming to the school. Now we have them. Now what can we do with them? Make sure it's on tight. Is it on? Your thinking cap's on? Okay. Let's have it low for this because I have to ask them a very important question. Are you thinking? Let me see your thinking faces. That's a good one. I like that. Why do you think they call Africa? I care about these kids like they're my own children. I care about it, and that's not rhetoric. That's me just clicheing it up. That's just saying that it's something in me that looks at these children and knows that this is tomorrow. So it's very important that we all care, you know, and that we bring them some experience that we get. And we have to realize that us as adults, whether we come from, you know, especially those of us that come from decent backgrounds, at least decent enough that our parents took us to museums and we traveled to New York or traveled out west on a family vacation. That's not happening nowadays. That's not a normal thing. A lot of these kids will never leave their block except to come to school and go back home. Sometimes their whole life is what happens in school because at home there's nothing. So what we give them determines what will happen out there.
I get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, which is really early. I get on the bus at 7. I have an hour-long bus ride. I get to school. I sit in homeroom and read. Then my day starts with all my classes. I go home. I do my chores. I do my homework. And I relax the rest of the night if I don't have practice or something. When I was younger, my parents got a divorce, and it was really hard. And then now I just forget about it when I do arts immersion and stuff because you're with your friends and it's really fun. Gail Danley came and she told us to write a poem about an experience. It could be good or bad. And she told us to dig deep. So I went home and sat at the kitchen counter for an hour and a half and thought of the saddest things, and I described it. That's happened to me, and that was my parents' divorce. Honestly, I hated my dad, and now I can, because of writing a poem, I can talk to him and not want to just run away. When people shared their poetry, I guess that it made them realize they weren't the only people like them. Art's more than just drawing on any piece of paper or writing anything.
Who am I? I'm okay. I'm an artist. I'm an artist. And I mean, if I had to say who I am, artist, period, that would be it. I feel that artists have an obligation to the society, to the community, to use their art form for better, to better things, to better social relations, to better education, to better relationships from between cultures, intercultural relationships. It's a way of speaking. It's a way of using your creativity to inspire positivity. So that's what this artist is. And that's what an artist should mean in the 21st century.